We've seen NBA records going down in recent years, with LeBron James reaching the 40,000-point milestone. King James surpassed Michael Jordan in many statistical categories, but the fact is that LeBron never was a scorer like MJ. Jordan's 63-point performance from the 1986 playoffs still stands as the most points scored in a single postseason game. Neither Kobe, LeBron, nor Curry came close to this record, and it is time for it to finally go down. That Sunday evening, the Bulls were in Boston to face the Celtics in Game 2 of the first-round series. Boston won the opener 123-104, despite MJ scoring 49 points. Jordan played only 18 games that season after breaking his foot in the third game of his sophomore year, but he was ready for the playoffs and knew that he needed to do something outstanding to give the Bulls a chance. Jordan scored 63 points in a 135-131 double overtime loss to the Celtics. He shot 22 of 41 from the field and 19 of 21 from the free throw line. Interestingly, he did not take a single shot from three-point territory and still managed to set an NBA record for most points in a playoff game that still stands. So how come no one came even close to it? With the game being played much faster today with plenty of three-point shots taken, this record still stands almost 40 years after Jordan's impressive night, and it is time to see it go down. We have a list of 5 players capable of making history this playoffs, and before we see who they are, make sure you subscribe to the Ball Fake channel and hit that like button. We take off with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Canadian leads the NBA in scoring this season, and the Oklahoma City Thunder have the best record in the league. Shai set his career high of 54 points against the Utah Jazz earlier this year, but has not scored more than 36 in a playoff game. However, he has played a total of 23 playoff games with the Clippers and the Thunder, and has won only one playoff series. The Thunder play the best basketball in the league, and Shai is shooting over 52% from the field, which is impressive for a guard. Regardless of the fact that OKC is all about team basketball, Shai will need to step up in the playoffs. And knowing how great of a scorer he is in any given situation on the floor, we may see him make history. At the end of the day, the Thunder are looking for their first championship, and they will need Shai to score a lot in order to get to the top. Nikola Jokic is another player who is much more than just a scorer. The 3-time MVP is about to become the 3rd player in NBA history to average a triple-double for an entire season, and earlier this year he became the first ever to have a 30-20-20 game. Being a passer that he is, Jokic does not take enough shots to go for 63, but he will have to do so if he wants to win his second championship with the Nuggets. Jokic's game high is 56 points, which he scored this season against the Wizards, and he went off for 53 in a Game 3 loss to the Phoenix Suns in the 2023 second-round series. We can expect to see the Serb being much more aggressive in attacking the basket, and nobody in the league can slow him down when he does that. Jokic shoots 58% from the field and 41% from deep, so don't be surprised if we see the Joker surpassing MJ's record. Jayson Tatum led the Celtics to their first NBA championship since 2008 last year, but he still has a lot to prove. Despite his performance, the NBA Finals MVP trophy went into Jaylen Brown's hands, and then Tatum barely played at the Paris Olympics. Tatum has an excellent season, and he saves his best for the playoffs. He scored 51 points in Game 7 against the Sixers in the second round in 2023, which is a record for a decisive playoff game. 2 years earlier, he scored a career-high 60 points against the Spurs, so Tatum can be the guy to surpass Jordan's record. There is only one team in the East that is better than the Celtics, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell is the main reason for that, and after many heartbreaking playoff losses, Mitchell seems ready to lead the Cavs deep into the playoffs. He failed to do so with the Utah Jazz, and we still remember the shot that cost them the series against the Nuggets in 2020. In that Game 7, Mitchell scored 57 points, which is 3rd most after Jordan and Elgin Baylor. In 2023, Mitchell scored 71 points against the Bulls, which clearly shows that he may be that guy in the playoffs. And finally, we have Luka Doncic as the favorite to surpass Jordan's 63-point record. After surviving the unexpected trade from Dallas to LA, Luka has everything he needs to have an epic playoff with the Lakers. He is the main man in LA now, and with the motivation he has, only the sky is the limit. In 2023, Luka scored 73 points against the Hawks, the team that drafted him, and only Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant have scored more points in a single game than him. In the playoffs, Luka's career high is 46 points, which he scored against the Clippers in a Game 7 loss in the opening round in 2021. So, no matter how untouchable MJ's record looks, I would bet my house on Luka going over 63 points in a single game this playoffs. What is your take? Which of these guys can do it?